Hi, everyone. I'm Karen Morency, and I am a Tai Chi Qigong for the YMCA of Southern Maine.
I'm going to interrupt you. Okay.
I'll start again.
I'm going to have to start it, but there was someone who was not muted, and I couldn't mute them for some reason. So I think their dog may have been barking.
So, are they muted now?
They are, yes. Okay. So I'll put the waiver up again.
That's okay. That was hilarious. All right, we'll start again. Take two. All right. Are you pretty? Oh, okay. Got it. Hi, everyone. Welcome. This is Low-Key Tai Chi Qigong. I am Karen Morency, and I'm one of the instructors at the YMCA of Southern Maine, Casco Bay Branch in Freeport, Maine. Thank you for joining us today. And Low-Key Tai Chi Qigong is a series of movements of moving the entire body as a system, as you are designed to do. But oftentimes, we just use one part at a time, or we use force if we can't get it done. And so Tai Chi is the opposite of everything that we have been taught, which is we've never been taught how to relax, and Tai Chi is about relaxing. So you have access to all your muscles, tendons, and all systems, okay? Because if you're tight, then you can't move very well. You don't have access to your entire, if you were relaxed, the movements become bigger, just easier, bigger not because you're forcing it to be bigger. So doing it slower and doing it small, not big, to really explore how your body is organized in this moment. Because if you're having pain or discomfort, those parts are not as mobile as your other parts, right? So you always want to honor however your body is showing up. So Tai Chi Qigong, low-key Tai Chi Qigong especially, is about slowing down. Well, all Tai Chi and Qigong is about slowing down and doing it without force. That means as gently as you can, noticing when you're tensing up to force through or work through a particular movement. So please just notice and try to relax as you're doing this and breathe, okay? So we always warm up with a little bit of tapping on some acupuncture points to get our chi or your life force flowing and moving, because when your chi is flowing, everything is working properly and with greater ease. Okay, and then we also warm up the joints, because the Chinese believe that the joints are where energy can be blocked. They're bottlenecks, so energy doesn't flow as well. So we also open up the joints. So we'll begin by just taking a breath. And just feel your body wearing the clothes that you have chosen for today. Maybe your body's not quite, oh, this is a good choice, or oh, this is a little tight here. Oh, and just notice whatever's showing up without judgment, okay? Just be playful, be amused with what shows up, all right? It's like, oh, this is interesting, right? And then feel your feet on the floor. And I am not wearing socks today, but you're welcome to wear shoes if you require them for comfort, because anytime that you're out of comfort, and I am going to get you out of your comfort zone, because comfort zone is a habit, it's habitual, it's what's created whatever is showing up right now, whatever has shown up in your life. So we're going to do some postural changes and things like that, but just bring awareness to how you are doing, not making changes, big changes, but just changes that actually utilize how your body was designed for ease of movement and ease of living throughout the days, all right? So again, just take a breath, smile, because smile actually relaxes your whole body, all right? And then just soften your body and relax if you can. And if you can't, don't worry about it, all right? Just notice where the tensions are, and you can, if you feel tension, you can just go ahead and rub, because your hands are magnetic and they're healing and they can do all that. So again, if you can, socks or bare feet, and if it's cold and you get cramps in your feet or legs or calves, please do wear socks or keep your feet warm, okay? And then we're just gonna go ahead and shake a little bit. I started out seated, so make sure that when you're seated that your knees are below your hips, so they're not up here, right? Now sitting too low, so I'm actually sitting on a towel, so it raises my hips up in relation to my knees, and then another 90-degree angle down to my feet, and they're about hip width apart or a little bit wider, whatever works for you, whatever feels good to you. Again, you can just always play with that, right? Okay, so shake it out again. And you can do this standing as well, whatever works for you, all right? And we're gonna generate some chi or life force just by rubbing your hands together. And by the way, it's a little chilly. It's in June, but for some reason we've had warmth, we've had cold, we had rain. And if you ever want to just warm yourself up, you can just go ahead and hug yourselves. On the outside of your arms, there is a meridian, acupuncture meridian called the triple warmer. And triple warmer does that exactly. It has 3 burners in your system, 3 heat areas. And just by doing this, actually warms you up, and I can already feel the heat. This will also, remember we do this sometimes when we're cold, this will also generate some heat and chi as well. And then go ahead and shake off any excess chi you might have gathered or stimulated. And we're gonna just tap right here underneath. And again, just notice your posture. Tuck your chin slightly. Bring your tongue tip to the roof of your mouth just behind the front teeth. So that fleshy portion behind the front teeth. Relax your belly. That we always hold that in to look beautiful, right? So that's a lifetime of practice. So oftentimes we now have to remind ourselves to relax the belly. Me too, because my belly always gets pulled in because again, lifetime of practice. Habits are difficult to change. It takes about 21 days of continual, awareness to change a habit. And down to the spleen point. We're going to flatten the hands now on the rib cage, and we're going to stimulate the liver neurolymphatic points on the right side and the spleen neurolymphatics on the left side. Go ahead and shake off any excess chi you may have gathered again. And we just come right here underneath our eyes on our cheekbones to tap the stomach meridian. And in fact, let's go ahead and trace the stomach meridian. All right, so starting with your fingers right in front of your eyes, so you're just going to draw down to the jawline, and then come up around the face and up through in front of the eyes again, underneath, and you might just want to press and stretch a little bit, underneath the collarbone, around the breast, in at the waist, out at the hips, down the outside corners of the legs, and we're going to stop right here at stomach 36. That's another big point. We're just going to rub that as well. And on our way through, and feel that. You may feel all of a sudden your upper body gets warm because you opened up the meridian on the top and then off the second toe, okay? And then just take a breath and just notice how you feel. And then we're gonna get the energy to go across the midline of the body. When under stress or you're not well hydrated, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever, the energy doesn't go across the midline. And this is always a very good thing to do, or you can just go across and tap, and you can do it in a big figure 8 pattern, or you can just gently tap across, whatever it is. Or you can actually raise a leg if you want to, And if you're seated, try not to raise the leg, because that's working a lot of extra muscles. You just lift the heel, right? Or not do that at all, okay? So anytime you crisscross, or even if you just hold your hands across, which we're gonna go right into, and you'll notice that you're kind of making a figure 8 pattern with your body. So your energy travels in a figure 8 pattern. So this is what we're doing with Wayne Cook's posture. And you can actually even bring up that leg. And again, if this position hurts, you can always just slide the foot underneath to the side. So this drops the upper leg. And again, same side leg on top, same side arm on top, and then interlace the fingers. And then you can, in this position, you can also go ahead and grab the foot, all right? And exaggerated breaths, but relax. Kind of like an oxymoron, isn't it? It's like, okay, okay, that's effort, right? But can you do it in a relaxed manner? So don't go that far, but in a relaxed manner. All right, so go ahead and uncross everything. Just notice what it feels like on this side of the body versus that side of the body, and then cross the other side over. So you can bring the other leg across and then the other arm across as well. So interlacing your fingers and then, or just crossing at the ankles, whatever works for you. And I notice that sitting this way, I feel that my outer hip on this side is a little tight. So again, if it's tight, you just slide the leg underneath, Or you can just go back to the lower position as well, whatever works for you. Again, exaggerate breath in a relaxed manner. And how great it is to be able to fill our lungs, right? Again, not forcibly, right? But just inviting that air in, creating that vacuum, lowering your diaphragm, expanding the belly to lower that diaphragm. Again, spread your toes out because we have a tendency to even tense our toes to grip, right? And relax your grip in your hands as well. Just notice. So today's theme is really about relaxation, which is one of the key elements of Tai Chi. We're going to finish Wayne Cook's posture by steepling our fingers together. Again, just pausing here for a second. And already you might notice that my legs are a little bit wider because my muscles are relaxing. We've got the energy to move through more parts of the body. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm just more relaxed, okay? And then go ahead and bring the thumbs up to the third eye or the upper dantian. Relax your shoulders. And then, so it's between the eyebrows or on the forehead, center of the forehead, wherever you believe it to be. It's not where I believe it to be, it's where you believe it to be. And we're just gonna go ahead and just rub right here at the temples. And this is the ending point of the triple warmer that we talked about earlier to warm up, right? Triple warmer governs those 3 burners in your body. And we're going to actually trace it backwards right now because this will just calm your nervous system as well. So just go ahead and you don't have to turn. I'm turning to show you where my hands are going. So you're going to inhale here at the temples. And then exhale, drop in front of the ear. And then you're going to go up and around. Okay? And just hang here and give your shoulders a squeeze or your neck, whatever. It can hold a lot of tension here as well. And so just relax. And you can feel your body when you tell yourself to relax. You can feel the body soften possibly underneath your hands. And then cross over to the shoulders. And then just hug yourself here and then come down out the outside of the arms and then off the ring finger on either side. Give that a squeeze right on either side of the nail bed. Okay? And then just pull it off. Pull that energy off. And just feel the ring side of the finger arm and just notice how that feels. And we're going to open up the crown as well. Crown is a big energy center right here at the top. You're just going to go ahead and press it at the top of your head. Or if you're like me, I just wash my hair. I don't want to mess up my hair. I'm just going to go ahead and do it energetically. I'm going to stick my energy fingers inside and just gently pull apart. But you can also apply pressure, slight pressure, and then gently pull apart, very small movements. But if you're doing it on the surface, you're going to do it big, you're going to do it small, it does not matter. So opening up the crown just opens up this energy to allow energy flow because there's energy that flows in and out through you from the earth and heavens all simultaneously, continuously throughout the day. But oftentimes if you have too many thoughts or worries, this vortex can actually get a little bit bogged down. So just opening that can help energy flow and help your thoughts and quiet your thoughts as well. And just notice now how you're feeling. And soften, again, relax. All right, smile. Smile will help you to relax. And let's go ahead and place the hands in front of the pubic bone. We're just going to draw the energy up the central meridian, which is the meridian that's in front of the spine. And it's right here at the lower lip. So you just inhale up and exhale away. And then one last time, inhale up. And you're going to pretend you have a key and you're going to just lock that energy in. Again, tongue tip to the roof of your mouth. Take a moment to just breathe that in. Feel the front of the spine versus the back of the spine. And notice what is the same about it or what is different about it. Or just what you notice completely. All right. And then we're going to do the hookup. But before we do the hookup, we're going to strengthen our pericardium meridian. So the pericardium meridian runs from the side of the breast off the middle finger. But we're going to flush it first, which means we're going to take the middle of the palm, which is a big pericardium point. We're going to touch it to the middle finger of the other finger. We're going to trace that right up the middle finger with the center of our palm and off the side of the breast. Okay, so that's flushing that. And then 3 times from the side of the breast, in front of the shoulder, and off the middle finger 3 times. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. All right. And then just notice, just by doing that, how this arm feels, especially the middle finger length, how that feels compared to the middle finger and the middle finger area along the arm, how that feels on that side. Maybe there's a difference, but even when you wiggle your middle fingers, or it just or wiggle all your fingers, they feel slightly different. All right, let's flush it out. So from the middle finger, using the center of the palm, off the side of the breast, flushing it out, and then 3 times. And breathe. Again, relax your belly, soften, smile to relax. All right, and now just notice what it feels like, and we're going to do the hookup with those energized, extra energized middle fingers. Put one middle finger inside the belly button, the other one in between the eyebrows, and just gently press in and lift. Again, soften the body. I know I repeat myself quite a bit, but just notice you. Maybe wiggle your toes. Maybe swallow on purpose. We swallow and we blink automatically. It's part of the autonomic system. And aren't we glad we don't have to think about our heart beating or different things, endocrine system working, that they're just not automatic. And our systems are designed to function. And the minute we move our chi, it helps all those systems to work with greater access to energy, because everything needs energy, right? I mean, it's fuel, energy, right? All right, go ahead and let that go. And just notice how your body feels. And let's go ahead and open up some of the joints, because I've taken so long with the energy portion. We're just going to open up some of the big stuck areas, which is your ankle and your wrists and your neck, okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to, since you can see my feet, if you're standing, you can just spread your toes and press gently into the ball mounts of the 5 toes, okay? Not into the toes themselves. And then press through the 5 ball mounts as you circle the heel over them. Again, if you're seated, don't press too much, okay? You don't want to strain your knee or anything else. You just want to do it with slight pressure, but not with force, okay? So you're just doing it and slow it down so you're aware of the movement of the knee and the heel, right? And the leg. And then circle back. And just notice in one direction, it's always a little bit easier, right? Because for some reason, we tend to do things one way. We don't do it both ways. And just do it slow so you can feel it. And if you've done this, many, many times, do it slow again, because when you slow, you can actually pay attention. If you're doing it fast, you can only do what you know. And it's like, so you're not noticing things, and we'll bring awareness into the body. All right, so just notice that foot, that leg, whatever, versus the other one. And let's go ahead and place the other foot. Spread the toes first. Again, if it hurts to spread the toes, then don't do it. Or if it hurts to do this one, just go ahead and circle. Just pick up the foot or rest the heel and circle the foot over. And you're getting ankle awareness. But this one, we're actually massaging the bottom of your feet. And boy, you're walking on them every single day. And I don't think your body considers that a massage. It's actually a lot of work. So every now and then when you can just, excuse me, twirl your ankles or whatever, circle back, and just notice the second circle, but maybe even the second side. Like I'm right hand dominant, I'm also right leg dominant, and it's easier on my right side. And this side really have to focus. I can't talk and do a circle at the same time, all right? So just notice, and again, not being able to talk and walk or whatever, chew gum at the same time. Just be aware that, oh, what's showing up right now, okay? It's not good or bad. It's like, oh no, why can't I do that? Don't ask why questions, because there's no answer to why. It's, it's just what is, right? So just ask questions like, oh, what would make this better? How does it get better? And what's going on? And what information body are you giving me? What do I need? What do you require? So I'm going to go and drink some water because my throat is getting froggy. So that's what I'm aware of. And boy, and again, when you drink water, tap right here. or when you take your medicines or when you eat, this not only speeds up your metabolism to absorb the nutrients out of the food, but it also, you know, it metabolizes water, whatever it is. It immediately makes it bioavailable to your body. Because sometimes we take, vitamins and things like that. They're just kind of sitting there. But if you do this, it will help your body to infuse it and use it better as well. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the wrists. And we're going to do an exercise that we haven't done in some time. And just having your palms forward, again, relax. Palms in front of the shoulders, so everything's in alignment. You're just going to spread your fingers as much as you can and then relax and soften them. And then begin turning them to the side. And then go ahead, relax the shoulders again. Notice how your shoulders may come up a little bit, so keep them down. And then as you come in, articulating the fingers to bring them in, right? Fingers onto the thumb, and then this is called the hook, right? So the hook is right here. Relax your shoulders again. We're going to open up as we breathe. So you're just going to open up the hooks. Again, notice that your back wants to arch a little bit because that makes the movement somewhat easier. But it's okay if you just want to sit, but just notice what moves, what makes this movement easier, right? And you notice that your hands sort of want to, pronate out, right? So bring them back in, relax, and notice where they want to be. Notice they might want to be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart now, okay? And then circle the fingertips in. Again, no pressure with the fingers. And then articulate the fingers the other way. So we brought the pinkies in, but this way, we're going to extend out the thumb and the index finger, and then circle them back. And let's just do it nice and smooth. Again, breathe in or out, wherever your breath is, gently holding the fingers to the thumb, and then inhale with an inhale, open. Again, you don't have to drop the head back, but just lift the head up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, rounding the spine, and then circle the hands in. Breathing wherever you need to, and then spreading the fingers out, articulating the fingers again. Again, not with force, just going softly, but if you want to spread them out, go ahead. Just to notice what work there is on the back of your hands to open those up. And then go ahead and shake out your hands. And just notice it's an opening for the wrist, but you added the fingers, and the fingers are extension of your arm and upper body, and just made a more whole body. You got more body parts involved, right? And then let's go on to the neck. And just go ahead and drop your chin right down. And notice the pull on the back of your neck. And then go ahead and swing the head over towards one shoulder. And if you want to, extend the other hand again, just gently, having the palm, opening up the palm to the ceiling, and then turning the palm to behind you, just gently rotating, but not from the palm, but from the upper arm. So you're pulling out from the shoulder joint and pulling on the neck. And then go ahead and relax that arm and bring the head back to the middle. Again, not big, okay? You don't want to reach to bring it back. You just want to slowly bring it back, but keep the chin slightly tucked. And then slowly bring the head over, swing it over to the other shoulder. And again, just notice how much effort there is. There is effort, right? So soften the effort, reduce the effort, and just slowly. So relax everything underneath and just bring the head over, and then extend the opposite hand. Again, you can bring the palm up. Again, not from the elbow, not turning the hand from the elbow, but really from the upper arm. And you can use the other hand to move the upper arm. That will give you a better sensation of what you're doing. Again, relax. Bring that head in a little bit. Notice your posture. So don't lean with your head, but keep it, relaxed. And again, soften everything underneath it. Drop the arm and then slowly bring the head back. And just notice how close your chin is now to your chest. And then slowly inhale. And notice that when you inhale, you arch your back, right? And you lift your chest slightly to bring the head up, right? It's not just bringing the head up using the back of the muscles, but it's actually, if you move your spine, the head becomes almost weightless, all right? Take a breath. I see that the sun has gone down, so we're going to come to a standing position. You're welcome to do this remaining seated There's another portion that you can remain seated, and then we're going to all stand up for the latter part, or you can do the whole thing seated as well. So again, walk one hip forward at a time, because when you walk your hips forward, anytime you're sitting in a lazy boy, again, if you're very relaxed, be careful, don't make the movements very big, but I have very solid support, because in a lazy boy, the underneath goes away, right? So you're really efforting to lift it up. So you're just shifting your weight from side to side, basically, and walking the hips. And that pumps up cervical spinal fluid, but always be aware of the surface that you're on. So now you're on the front half of your chair. Make sure your feet are about hip width apart. Spread your toes if you are bare-feeted. And then go ahead and put your nose over your toes and lean forward. And swing the arms forward, so it gives you a little, like somebody's pulling your arms up, and let's do a nice stretch into the sky. One arm at a time, or both arms together, and you can bring your feet closer together to really do a nice stretch, but keep the shoulders away from your ears. And then articulating your fingers again at the top, and then you can just come down any way you want. You come down the front or out the sides, and articulating your fingers, okay? You can just wiggle them. And take a breath and notice how you're standing. And again, you might want to stand, a little bit wider, shoulder width apart or hip width apart. Your shoulders are wider than your hips, so that's why I say shoulder width, because sometimes we like a wider stance. All right, and then I'll just move my chair away, but I am also going to open up the shade a little bit to let a little bit of natural light in. Hopefully that won't fade me out too much. And move my chair. Again, if you're seated, please just do this washing machine exercise gently. So standing, I'm standing a little bit wider because I'm going to be shifting my weight and turning my waist. So again, spread your toes if you can, all right? And feet slightly turned in if that's comfortable, all right? And then shifting your weight and turning the waist, and let the arms be relaxed. So this is called the washing machine because you're trying to tuck your chin, right? You're trying to keep your spine through the top of your head neutral, like vertical, right? Like the spindle of a washing machine that you load, top loading washing machine, not the newer kind. And then go ahead, because now a lot of washing machines are front loading rather than top loading. So it's the old kind with the spindle. So you're trying to maintain that verticalness of your spine and head, but in a relaxed manner. So once you get there, just relax. And then go ahead and bring a loose fist. I like to tap twice on each side to loosen up the lungs. And your lung points for your acupuncture meridian for the lung, it starts right here in front of the lungs. And that's a great place to tap. So it activates the supporting meridian for your lungs, but it also supports the lungs as well. Open up the hand and just, slap behind your shoulder or on your shoulder, wherever you can reach with comfort. But there's a lot of acupuncture points right here, like when you're giving yourself an attaboy or attagirl. So just think of all the people that, patted you right there. They're actually stimulating your acupuncture points. How great is that, right? And then go ahead and just let the arms relax. Take a breath. And then bring your feet closer together to where it's, again, just play with it. Oh, this is too unstable. Oh, this is, I don't know. And then just play with it to see, and you can change your feet in whatever position you would like. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and do connecting heaven and earth. And I'm going to change the camera a little bit. So I apologize. I'm going to bring it up a little bit so that you can see where my arms are going. Less of my feet, unfortunately, but weight back over the center of your heels. All right. So connecting heaven and earth, we're just going to go ahead and imagine we're reaching deep into the earth, and already our feet are deep into the earth. Okay. Connecting with the earth. Bring up the energy to the dantian and then up into the middle. And then just go ahead and hold one hand over the other hand. I'm just going to turn on the light as well. Oh, that helps so much, doesn't it? You can see me again, or I can see me anyways. All right, so we're going to add the head turn as well. So you're just going to go ahead and press down with the top hand. So that brings the bottom hand up. The bottom hand rises, but it rises on the outside. So they're passing one on the inside, one on the outside. And then just go ahead and upper palm presses up. And as it goes up, you're going to turn your head away from this elbow. All right, so just go ahead and turn the head. Again, don't go too far, all right? Nice and soft. And from right here, just take a breath. And then go ahead and bring it together. Inhale together, and then exhale away. And this time, now look the other direction. Again, this hand can stay here, but this hand sort of wants to go out here. So you can do whatever works for you. If you've done connecting heaven and earth, I mean, there are infinite ways to do it. Let's see what this side wants to do. Oh, this side is actually very good with staying in the middle, but the other one wants to go to the side. So again, just notice, oh, isn't that interesting? This is my body, not yours. You do not have to do what I do. It's effort to keep it here. This hand actually wants to go out. So for some reason, I have some restrictions or something, and this is easier for me. But again, just honor your body. What feels better? What feels good? Oh, I can feel the restriction on this side now. This hand wants to go a little bit, but not quite as far as the other one. Again, tuck the chin. Oh, this side now can stay here. It's already opened up a little bit, so it doesn't have to move all the way out. Well, anyways, just play, because your body is, however it is showing up. Go ahead and turn and hold the ball. And we're just going to do a couple of breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, sinking like you're sitting against a bench. Again, not bending your knees too much forward. So your knees are slightly bent. You're sitting, you're putting your butt kind of behind you, all right? A little bit without, losing your balance or tightening this or tightening your thighs. Thighs should always be relaxed, and so is your back, okay? As you shift your weight back, as you sit a little bit. So not very much. I exaggerate my motions, so please just do it very small movements. Feel the energy in your hands as well. And then go ahead and lower that energy back down. And then circle the hands up the sides. We're going to go into pushing up sky. So inhale up again. Arms out here or arms in here, right? It's easier if your arms are closer to your body rather than outstretched, interlacing the fingers up above. Exhale, push. And then inhale again, soften. Again, tuck your chin. And then bend to one side with a shh. Again, notice how you bend, right? Do you push the hip out or do you just bend? Which way is easier? Which one's more effortful? And if you don't want to bend so much, does that make it easier? And then just go ahead and open up. So this is actually open up the gallbladder meridian, which runs along the sides, along with the liver, gallbladder, and spleen meridians as well. Interlace fingers the other way if you remember to do so beforehand. Relax your shoulders. Exhale here, inhale again, relax, tuck your chin, and then push up the sky, and then bend. Shh. Open up the gallbladder meridian, and then open up. Inhale. Turn the palms down, exhale down. And now just go ahead and dig into the earth and continuing on into love letters. So you can step or not step. If you're new to this, don't step. But if you want to, you can. So sending the energy of love, kindness, and gratitude. And be aware of your posture. We have a tendency when we push to go lean forward. Now, if you lean forward and you're from the head to your feet is a straight line, that may not hurt your back, but we tend to do this. We tend to bend here, right? And that will strain your back. But if you're a straight line into the back leg, that is okay, And again, everybody's different, so do what works for your body. All right, bring it back. Bring all that love, kindness, joy, happiness, whatever it is. Receive it. Open up your heart to receive that. And then step out to the side. And then even your weight over the 2 feet. Again, notice the effort. I mean, we do that naturally, but when you think about it, it's like, oh, that's kind of like, not so easy. And it's never easy. It's always like 50-50. It's not 50-50. It's always 50-40, 51-49, right? Or 52-48, right? Percentage-wise, it's never 50-50 because your weight is constantly moving. You are moving, right? All right, let's do it to the other side. And we'll just do it in silence and then just take smaller steps and smaller movements and feel sending out the love, the kindness, the gratitude, but also receiving that, right? Relax. Shifting your weight back, sending the energy out into the universe. Keep relaxing the shoulders or the back. Relax your belly as well. And then all the way back down into the earth. Again, drawing the energy up from the earth. This is elephant raises his trunk, so all four fingers touching the thumb. You're drawing from the back of the wrist up to about eye level, but notice where the effort comes from, right? It comes from my shoulder, so my shoulder's only comfortable to bring the hands up to about, I don't know, my lower chin. But if you can bring it up with relax, keep that shoulder relaxed, further up, awesome. Again, weight back over your heels, center of your heels, not the back of the heels, the center of your, and that tightens your thighs or back. Go ahead and bring the weight more centered over the center of your feet. Both feet together. Yeah, both hands together, holding the breath. And you just drew the energy straight up the spine to the center of your brain, to the pituitary gland, where your human growth hormone is made. And we still require that because we're still growing new cells every single minute. Let's do it again with that intention of anti-aging, right? Reversing the aging process or assisting the aging process so that it's youthening, right? So we're all aging, even babies from the moment they're born. They are aging, right? They're growing old. But what if that could look different? What if that could be energized, right? And this is how we're doing that. Stimulating pituitary gland. Whenever you're ready, exhale down. Relax the belly again. All right. And then just draw the energy up into the belly. And we're just going to rub the belly a little bit here. Taking a breath. All right. Really connecting with the dantian right here in the lower belly. And feel that. Relax your belly into your hands. And this is turtle in and out of the shell. So sinking down a little bit, collapsing a little bit into the earth. And then tapping into that energy of the earth and let that energy like spring forth like a fountain of youth, right? Spurting out like Old Faithful, right? And getting that energy out. Exhale down. And you may not even connect before you have to come up again. And just notice, again, there's no right or wrong in doing any of this. Do it your own way. Again, without judging yourself, but just notice what shows up. Oh, that's interesting. Again, inhale. Like you're that inflatable man or at the, like car dealerships and things like that, so you're inflated, right? And the energy goes out your fingertips or that airflow goes out your fingertips. And then bring it back in. And just take a moment here to really connect with your body and connect with earth as well, down below. Relax, smile, right? And just notice how your body feels and notice your hands may feel warmer, maybe your belly feels warmer. So just notice what areas that's showing up. And now we're just gonna go ahead and transition. We're gonna go ahead and open up, one palm up, one palm down. We're gonna rotate them in opposite directions. Again, not from the elbow, so not turning the hand from the elbow, but from the upper arm. So we're just gently stretching out and we're keeping the shoulders down and we're just rotating. And then if you want to add other stretches by, moving your legs or stepping back or stretching the calf, whatever it is, again, you can contort your body in any way that feels good to you, right? So, because anytime you're stretching, even though you're stretching your arms, the minute you change the posture below, right, you're engaging more muscles and engaging more of your body, right? Without hurting yourself, okay? So whatever feels good. And fascia is connected from head to toe. So even stretching the fascia here, if the minute you change the posture below, it's going to connect differently through the body. And we're going to do our super brain yoga as well. So let's go ahead and bring the left hand across to grab the right earlobe. the right hand across to grab the left earlobe, all right? And then we're just gonna do some squats, and you don't have to do it very big, right? So you can, squatting doesn't mean you're bringing the knee, you're not bending like this. The knees are right over the heels, and you're putting your bottom behind you, tongue tip to the roof of your mouth, just behind your front teeth. Inhale as you go down. Exhale from the back of your throat, but with the tongue tip connected, which we call the Darth Vader breath. Inhale as you go down. Relax the shoulders. Again, if that's too much for your back, don't go so deep. Okay, spread your toes. All right, rub your earlobes a little bit. And we forgot to do this earlier in our form. So just go ahead and tap down the outside of the ears, and then we're going to massage our ears. There's some 400 acupuncture and reflexology points on your ears. So we just want to massage by gently pulling out. And your ears are great access points to the fascia, right? That is the connective tissue that surrounds all your muscles, tendons, okay, in your body. As like pantyhose, like a stocking that's connecting all the parts together that surrounds all the muscles. So there's fascia on your head that keeps the bones in place as well. And there's fascia inside. I mean, it's everywhere. So you feel how hot your ears are because it's activating those points. But when you pull, again, don't hurt your ears, don't hurt yourself. That is the access point to the fascia. Actually, you can feel this whole area, even into the skull, scalp, a little bit warmer. And we're just going to make ourselves smarter as well. So we're going to take our knuckles, we're going to knuckle our skull or scalp. Okay, so please thank all your nasty little cousins and siblings and friends who knuckled you, right? Remember, hold your head and knuckled your head, because they were actually making you smarter. This actually stimulates or helps the lymphatic flow in your brain. All right. All right, so take a breath, relax, all right? And we're just going to do another little form. So relaxation also is what the Tai Chi term called emptiness, or being empty. But being empty doesn't mean like there's a vacuum, because there's no vacuum in the universe. The minute you open up space or you get rid of something, right, something else will take that place immediately. The universe hates a vacuum, right? So it's going to fill in with something else. But there's a state of being empty, so that things can flow with greater ease. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and this is a little exercise I recently learned, and just go ahead and place one foot in front. All right. And that same side hand is going to come up at like in front of the shoulder, like they say now. And then this hand is going to hold. And this is called an empty step. So you can lift the foot up at any time. All right. So the weight, again, if you can do the pelvic lift, like pushing down the hip, the lateral hip out. Again, not with effort, okay, but just with awareness. Knee is soft, not locked, okay? And just every now and then, just double check. It is still stabilizing you. There's still some weight on there, okay? But it's not as much. And this is trying to feel the emptiness, okay, of a form, okay? If this is too hard for you, you can lower your hands or do it differently. So wherever it's comfortable for your shoulders and your body, all right? And notice that I'm lazy. My body wants to go out. So bring that hip back so that it's over the heel of that leg, all right, or that foot, whatever works. You can put more weight here. And imagine that there's energy coming through into the palm here, going around through the body and down into the earth. And the same thing the other way, coming up from the earth, circling around and out at the same time. And just keep softening, breathe. And you might notice that we just warmed up our ears, and all of a sudden our ears may get warmer, or maybe your scalp gets warmer because energy is flowing. The minute you imagine that, okay, breathe. Again, you gotta be comfortable. It's not locked, it's not solid, the hands aren't, okay? And just practice it and just lift that foot out every now and then. And notice how it changes your posture. It's like, oh, I didn't have a whole lot of weight here, right? I can't lift that foot. It was actually, I was split between the two. And there's nothing wrong with being split, but just notice how that changes, okay? And notice that emptiness, right? Empty, there's an empty stance, right? But it's full at the same time because there's energy flowing, right? All right, go ahead and now when you rub your hands, do they feel much warmer, right? All right, go ahead and shake that off. We're gonna pat down the outside of the leg, up the inside 3 times. Pat your belly as well. And notice that you're bending with greater ease and things are changing. Just rub your hips or wherever that stance kind of held you. So you can do that with any movement. You can do that with holding the ball. And again, being empty, but energy is flowing. You imagine the energy is flowing, but try to do it as relaxed as possible. Emptiness and fullness at the same time, right? Sounds impossible, but look at we're 99.9% space, and yet we're very physical, right? You can't imagine that. It's like, but that's science tells us that we are 99.9% space. And look, the universe is full of space, right? Take a breath, let it go. We're not going to do the other side because we are sort of running out of time, but you can do that with the other posture. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and I wanted the energy to go across something we haven't done. This is great for lower back pain. And if you've been gardening a lot like me, you know, that is one of my areas of weakness, my back. Will let me know when I've been gardening too much. So bring energy right here. And this is called reaching for needle at C bottom. So I'm going to do it to the side so you can see what I'm doing. All right. So again, it's that same empty step, but maybe you don't want to start with that same foot. Maybe you want to start with the other foot, resting on the other foot, and then the other foot comes forward, right? So it's that, again, it's that empty step. So this foot is slightly turned out, right? And make sure that I get lazy. I tend to put my hip out. So make sure that hip is directly over the center of that heel, and this foot's in front, all right? So what you're going to do is now you're going to bring the same side hand, either connecting with the dantian, okay, or connecting with your back. And I just put my hand in the back if you have back pain there. And you're going to draw the energy up from the C bottom. So drawing in, so as you bend down, your weight's going to come forward. So it's not going to be a complete empty step. But draw the energy up from the inside of the leg, right? You don't have to connect with that. Inhale up over the ear. Remember, triple warmer, calming yourself down, right? And then down again. So reaching for a needle at C bottom, bending at the hip. Again, notice your posture, how you do it. There's no right or wrong in doing it, but just notice how you do it, okay? Inhale up. And feel like there's a circuit of energy, right? With your hands. You're directing it into the earth, to the C bottom, and then you're drawing that energy up with an inhale, right over the ears, right? And then back down. All right. And then, and can you feel like the energy, like this arm and this arm feels very different, possibly, right? So let's go ahead and turn this foot out slightly. And then again, back to the empty step that we had before. And this hand in front of the belly or in back if you're having back pain. Again, reaching for needle at C bottom, connecting with earth down below. Draw it up, inhale from the inside of that leg, up, diagonally across the front of the body, right? And over the ear, right? And then exhale down. And notice you move very differently on this side versus the other because your body's totally organized differently because they have access to different muscles and there's different restrictions. You're not symmetrical from both sides. Even your face is not, structurally it's not symmetrical, right? And release that to the earth. All right, so that is a great one for getting the energy to go crisscross across the body, all right? But it's also great for back pain for some reason. I guess it's because the X crosses in the middle, and so it's moving the energy here. Because anytime you have any kind of pains, it means that the energy in that area is not moving very well. So I find that reaching for the seat bottom is a great one for opening up the back and releasing back pain for myself anyways. All right, take a breath. We're gonna sink the chi. And let's go ahead and open up the liver neurolymphatics, which is right here in the inner thigh. So we're gonna step out wide, mabu. So your feet can be turned out or turned in, whatever feels good, all right? But so you're a little wider stance. If that's not comfortable for you, if you're doing it seated, just do the upper body part. You don't have to do the leg part. We're gonna actually do a little squat and make sure that wherever your feet are, your knees are kind of going towards the middle of the foot, the second toe. Okay, so you're gently squatting. So you're sitting back, but you're not, you're trying to keep the body upright. All right, so this is bow and arrow. So draw the energy up. All right, and then you're gonna form an L, and you're gonna bring the L out to the side. And let's go ahead and let's do a big expansive movement, and like we're just exaggerating, pulling back on the bowstring. So as you pull back, relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, and then squat down. All right, as you exhale or inhale, wherever your breath is, doesn't matter. And then just bring the hand back and just release the other hand. And then go ahead and do it to the other side. L, to remind you that we're working with a lung meridian as well as a large intestine meridian, all right? And we're gonna do that expansive movement, so big movement, sweeping to grab that string and then squatting down in the middle to pull back that string as you expand and push out, right? Exhale, if you can. All right, and then inhale back. All right, so now, walk the feet back. The liver neurolymphatic is right here inside, okay? So we're just gonna massage that area. And in fact, let's just go ahead and massage down the sides of the thighs, okay? That's the large intestine on the outside, small intestine, but right here in the inner corner is the liver neurolymphatics. Remember, liver neurolymphatics right here too. Let's just go ahead and stimulate all those as well, okay? And let's do it again. So inhale the hand out. Draw back, center yourself, tuck your chin, exhale. Inhale the hand back. Release. Exhaling. And then draw back. Inhale out. And then pull back. And then bring it back, inhale. And then go ahead and release back into the earth. Just notice how warm that area felt, or whatever you notice, wherever it is. Bow and arrow strengthens the lung meridian as well as the large intestines, but the cross is right here in front of the lungs as well. But we'll also, because we're stretching the inner thighs, it's also for the liver neurolymphatic ones as well. Just creating space for energy to move, basically. All right, so we do a little form at the end, and I know that you haven't learned the form for some of you, and it's 4 steps forward, 4 steps back, and 3 side steps. We're just gonna do 1 side step because of the camera, and to the right and left. And then we're going to do what's called opening the gates. Very important for your hip joint. So basically, we're going to start with the right leg. So I'm going to start with my left because I'm mirroring you, all right? So pelvic lift, that means using the lateral muscles, right, to pull down this hip, all right? So this hip is free. And you're going to lift the knee up, right? The foot is flexed, and you're going to step out, and you're going to open the gate, right? So if this is too hard for you, again, notice what your hips are doing. So you want to keep them aligned, right? So without lifting this hip up, you're just going to keep them level. So do it low, all right? But this movement, right? This movement is very important because it opens up, it works your lymphatic system. In fact, if you want to put your hands right here in the groin area, right? And just notice, if you bring this foot up and you open up, can you feel this opening? Can you feel that, the qua opening up? Qua is the Chinese word for this joint, all right? And the same thing, keeping your hands right here. And even keeping your hands right here, just rubbing that, you can feel warm because the lymphatic system is right there. So knee up, out, and just keep this hip stable. And then you feel this, this is opening. This is stable and this is opening up. Again, if you're seated, you could just do it with the knee, all right? And you don't have to lift the leg up at all. Please do not lift the leg if you're seated. All right, so that's the part for that. And so let's just begin. And just do it as smoothly as you can and relax. You can't do it wrong. You can only do it as much as you know it. All right, so actually let's start, really start from the very beginning, all right? So go ahead and connect with the earth, relax your body. And then you're just gonna shift your weight over to the right and step out with the left. So I'm mirroring you, all right? So I'm stepping out with the right, but the legs go out, all right? And then now, draw the energy up, tuck your chin, align your spine. Inhale up, exhale down. Turn your left foot out slightly and then hold the ball, shift your weight over that. And then step straight forward, and this is called parting while horse's mane. And then rock back, turn that foot out slightly. And then step straight through. And then shift your weight forward and turn the waist. Parting while horse's mane on the second side. Rock back, turn that foot out. All right, and then step straight through. And now brush knees. So turn the bottom hand, brush, tuck your chin again. Notice how we are always. Rock back, sit back, turn that foot out. Step straight through with your left, brush left knee and push. All right, we're gonna pick up the back foot, straighten it out a little bit, and then we're gonna sit back on it and turn towards it, or towards that side, okay? So this is Repel the Monkey from the mountain, step back to Repel the Monkey from the mountain. But again, empty step, this foot is ready to step back, right? Parallel to the other foot, but like standing on rails. So they're still always hip width apart or shoulder width apart. Relax your toes, weight back, tuck your chin. Last one, last step back. So do it slow, breathe, soften your shoulders, smile, pretend you're having fun. Inhale up, exhale down. This is called parting the clouds. We're just going to take one step to the right, all right? So this is moving hands through clouds. So just turning to the right and then turning to the left, circling the hands. And then we're going to reverse the hand directions, right? So step out left, left hand comes around. Bring the right foot in, right hand comes around. Moving hands through clouds. All right. So now what we're going to do is you're going to turn the left foot out slightly, right? And this is called the opening the gate again. Just going wherever it works. Inhale up, opening the gate. Bring that foot in and step down. And then turn the other foot out. Left knee comes up, inhale up. And then go ahead and turn it out. Opening gate, again, just feel the opening of the hip joints if you can. All right, and then center your feet again, inhale. Relax, and now scoop and gather. So reaching deep into the earth. Inhale, draw the energy in. Exhale, release it back into the earth. Relax your back, relax your knees. Inhale up, gathering the chi from the heavens. Exhale down. So we're gathering yin energy from the earth, Y-I-N. That dark female energy, moist, cooling energy, right? And now you're reaching into the heavens for the yang energy, Y-A-N-G. That is the male energy, that is the bright, the strength, the powerful, right? So you need to have both, right? And we all have different parts of both, right? Some people are more masculine, some people are more feminine. We have different qualities and different blends. In different times, we have different situations, right? We have different combinations, shift and change. All right, let that go. Come back into your body. And then feel your feet on the floor, spread your toes, relax, tuck your chin, smile. Just notice, scan from the top of your head down to your feet, from your right side to your left side, below as well as above your body, front side, back side, right side, left side, the inside, outside, as well as above, below, and all around. Just notice the space of you. Take a breath. Feel the goodness, the spaciousness, the relaxation of that, and how relaxed are you? And how are you smiling naturally? And then go ahead and take the middle finger and just gently tap in between the eyebrows to lock in all the goodness that you have created for yourself, for your body in this moment. And try to, just before you do a task, try to relax the body before you engage. Because a lot of times we just are engaged and all of a sudden, oh, my shoulders are up. Oh, I'm tense. Oh, I'm reaching for, right? We correct, and that's fine. Catch yourself doing that first. But if you can catch yourself before you begin a movement or begin some exercise or before gardening, I'm going to center myself. I'm just going to take a breath. I'm going to relax. And then I'm going to go do it. It won't last long, maybe a second or two. So you have to keep reminding yourself. But that is a great start to become aware and incorporate relaxation. Because when you're relaxed, you have access to more of you, more muscles and more things. All right? So go ahead and put your hands together. This is our bow. Thank you very much for being here today. And I hope that you find more peace and joy in the coming hours, days, weeks, months, years. All right. Thank you so much.